Hi everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie, and today I am going to pull out some base pages that I've shown you in the past. At least I think I've showed you most of these, and some photos, and match some up and get some quick and easy pages done. So I've actually printed a bunch of photos from 2010 that I think they're mostly from 2010. I'm on a real push to get that year finally done and caught up. I can feel it. I can see the end is in sight. So I have a bunch of pictures here that I have printed off. Some of them have stories, some of them I just thought they were cute photos, and I just wanted to document them. So what I have here is a stack of base pages. I don't have a ton, but there's enough here that I think I can match some photos up with them and get these into albums. So what I did first of all was just quickly familiarize myself with what I have and what I've printed. So for instance, this one's requiring 2 4x6 photos. I don't have any 2 4x6 that would fit on a layout, so that's a really easy one to skip over. And I'm just looking just to see what I have so that when I flip through the photos, I can quickly match things up. So I've already gone through these, so I already know that these ones here are not ones that I'm going to use at this point. They haven't found the perfect photos yet. But these ones here, and I've got, what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layouts that I could probably do fairly quickly. So let me show you what photos I have paired up, and this is really truly the magic of it, right? That I designed this, had no idea what photo was going to use, and lo and behold, I have this photo of my niece that has this kind of orangey color, and there's some oranges in here, and I think I can make a really cute layout out of that. So that one has been matched up. This one here has some words that say I love you more, I love you more, I love you more than you'll ever know. And I have a photo here of my father with one of my nieces, and my dad, if you ever see him around his grandkids, he just lights right up. And so that's a perfect match for this. Plus my niece is wearing the pink, which ties in with the pink flowers. So I think this one will work really well. This one here has some oranges and some pinks and reds, and I looked at this and I thought, well, if I flip it this way, instead of having a horizontal photo, I can add my photo of my niece here enjoying some ice cream. And I have a story to talk about how much my family loves ice cream, so I thought that would be kind of fun. This one here, I had it designed for a 4x6 photo, but I'm actually going to pair it with a 4x4. It's a picture of me with one of my nieces, and what this is going to allow, once I trim this down and mat it, is allow for some journaling room, which works out just perfect. So that one is going to go with that layout. This one here, I've decided, and this one I just created not that long ago. This one here I've decided to pair with this photo of my niece playing pool, or their version of pool, and so I've got a story to talk about that. And then the last one I have is this layout I did. This was from Heidi Swap, I think, one of her paper pads. And I have a picture here of some of my high school friends. We got together for, I think this was a 20-year school reunion. I've already documented the reunion as a whole, and I have that in a separate book, but in my chronological albums, because I do store most of my layouts chronologically, I do want to make a nod that we did get together, so that that's represented in the chronological album. So I thought this would be kind of fun to pair up here. There's a little spot for easily journaling, and a quick title and maybe a few embellishments, and we'll call this one done. So I think I said that was 6 layouts. So let me go and put these together, add some finishing touches, some titles, that kind of thing, and I'll come back and show you what I came up with. Okay, so this came together super quick. I pulled my sticker ephemera binder, went to the green and yellow section, pulled out some of these different ephemera pieces, as well as this acetate, couple acetate sheets, went to my stickers, came up with a title. These are really old. These are like creative memories, like back in probably 1998. So I'm really happy to get those on a layout, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so here's how I put this one together. Again, I just pulled stuff from my ephemera sticker binder as well as some alpha stickers and a few enamel dots, and we're calling this one done. Next one. Okay, so here's the next layout. I used the word dreams as part of the title and just added for you, added my journaling, found again some more items from that die cut sticker binder, and some of these puffy gold stars. I think these were from Freckled Fawn, and I had a little tiny scrap piece of paper left from this collection. This was from Vicki Boutin, and I punched out another butterfly to finish this off. I'm really happy with how this turned out. On to the next one. Okay, so here's the next layout completed. Again, just pulling stuff from that binder full of ephemera. I'm telling you, it is a game changer for me to have everything sorted by color or by theme. In this case, I went to my summer section because I knew that's where I kept my sweet treat items, and I actually had these printed wood veneer in there, even though technically they're not a die cut or an ephemera piece, but they fit and they held onto the pages, so why not include them? I've also got a few pieces of chipboard, a little fabric tag, a journaling box. I found some great ephemera pieces that say "So Sweet" on the menu, good stuff, and grab a spoon. And I pulled these foiled thickers from my stash to complete the layout. I really like how this one turned out, and now it's time to move on to the next one. Okay, so this is how this layout came together. I pulled a journal card from my Project Life cards to do my journaling with a little chipboard on top, and then I pulled these alpha letters. These are from Hip Kit, and I had used these alphas on a different layout, so they were already on my desk, which made it super easy. I didn't even have to get up to go look for something different. And then everything else came from my die cut sticker binder. I am really happy with how this one turned out, and we've got one more layout to complete. Okay, so here is the final layout. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I actually used some of the frames from the Pink Fresh On My Heart collection to frame out this picture. I actually just cut them into pieces and used bits and pieces to frame it out. All the embellishments are from that same collection. When I made these base pages, I had also included a few of those ephemera pieces, stickers and alpha stickers and stuff like that, so that I would have them together. Anyways, I really like how this one turned out too. I'm so pleased to have 6 layouts done in one evening. That's the beauty of using base pages. You already have a large part of the layout already done. It's just a matter of matching up some photos and adding a few embellishments. If you haven't tried base pages, I highly encourage you to do that. So I usually create my base pages at the end of a crafting session. I just take whatever leftover scraps I have. Usually they coordinate because I just made a layout with them, and lay them down on some 12 by 12 papers and give myself a little bit of a direction so that one evening, like tonight, when I just want to quickly make some pages, I can whip something together. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, happy crafting.